Do you ever find yourself yearning to look beyond the obvious and dreaming about what's possible in your next chapter? Welcome to the Next Chapter Experience. I'm your host, Janette, former corporate executive who turned the page to become a best-selling author, entrepreneur, designer, and lifestyle business consultant. Episodes feature me and a kaleidoscope of guests who share their journeys with wit, candor, and humor, breathing life into real talks about things that matter most. I believe we all have a fire burning within us, waiting to be unleashed and shared with the world. It may just be a matter of time. So let's get together, turn the page, and get this adventure started. Welcome to the Next Chapter Experience, Coffee Chats with Janette. I'm your host, Janette Blissett. I recently had a conversation with a young man, and we talked about a lot of things. However, one of the things that we did land on was his concern about some mutual friends who he felt simply didn't understand what direction he was going with his life and his business, and the time and focus that he was taking, which sometimes took time away from the time that he might spend with them. And knowing that he's working hard, he's moving towards the goals that he's set for himself and his business, he just didn't feel like they were all on the same page. Not that they all needed to be, but the ones that he felt closest to him that should understand where he's going and what he's trying to accomplish, he felt that he wasn't getting their support. So as I reflected on that conversation, I decided to pull one of the books out randomly, and the book is by Jamie Kern Lima, and she was the founder of It Cosmetics. The book's title is Believe It, How to Go From Underestimated to Unstoppable. I opened it up to a random chapter. It fell open to a chapter that's entitled Believe in the Power of Your Microphone. As I was reviewing it, it reminded me of the conversation that I had a few days ago. In this book, Jamie Kern Lima writes, if your intuition tells you that a friend, partner, or family member doesn't see your goals and dreams with the helpful perspective you need, don't actively seek their advice. Don't hand them the microphone. Love them from a new, healthier boundary. Energy is contagious, and even though you can't control how other people show up, you can control who you let impact yours. If your circle isn't supporting you, then consider if maybe it's not a circle but more of a cage. When we surround ourselves with negative or toxic people, we often start to mirror their negativity. Think about the people in your life who bring you down. Would you want to catch their contagious negative energy and take it on as your own? You might be doing that already without even realizing it. It's so easy to let happen. So if you aren't surrounded by the kind of support you need, be open to adding some new people to your circle who can help you strive to be the very best version of yourself and who you can do the same for. When someone operates at a higher vibration than you can feel it. And they're a good person to ask to speak into your microphone when you need good advice in that area. As I reflected on the conversation, it reminded me of something that I used to say. If you can't change people, then change people. Thanks for the conversation, Reggie. Greatly appreciate it. I hope you're making new friends and expanding your circle, or at least adding some new ones to it. Well, I'm looking forward to the next coffee chat. Hope to chat with you soon so that we can keep the conversation going. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of the Next Chapter Experience. If you have already subscribed, rated, and left a review, or shared this podcast with a friend, many, many thanks. For questions, comments, or feedback, reach out to me at Janette Blissett at nextchapterexperience.com. We'll be back with more conversations, so until then, keep that fire burning.